My question is to the Prime Minister. Did President Trump inform the Prime Minister that the United States would be imposing tariffs on Australian steel and aluminium prior to the measures being announced? If not, when did the Prime Minister last speak to President Trump?
Call to the Prime Minister.
I thank the member for his question, and the Australian people know I will always stand up for them. And I will always stand up for Australia's national interests, and it is in Australia's national interest to have free and fair trade. Yeah. This government has a strong record indeed of working with other nations to protect and advance Australia's trade interests. We will navigate any differences which are there diplomatically, and we will continue to make the case to the United States for Australia to be given an exemption to any steel and aluminium tariffs. We have raised with the US administration in recent ministerial discussions these issues. Australian steel and aluminium are core input to US supply chains and US-based industry. Indeed, just this morning I had a meeting with the global CEO of Rio Tinto. Australian companies have significant investments in US steel industry, creating thousands of jobs in both the US and in Australia. We will continue to make the case for Australia's national interests with the US administration, and what's more, we regard this as also being in the US's national interest as well. Because tariffs, of course, don't tax us, they tax the purchasers of our products. And that is something that's very clear, and it's also a fact that the US has had a trade surplus with Australia since the Truman presidency. I have a discussion with President Trump scheduled, and I will certainly keep the House and the Australian people informed after that discussion.